Welcome, everyone, to the first ever episode of the yet-to-be-titled Valak Advice Show. I am your host, Valak. Today, I will be fielding 5-ish or so questions from my viewers, or just tweeters, tweet followers, and I will be answering them to the best of my ability and giving you advice when the questions warrant advice. Just a disclaimer, I did not prepare anything, and this will mostly be improv off the cuff, and I cannot guarantee if this will actually be good advice. So just take everything I say with a grain of a rock salt lamp. All right, I have my questions all set up here. Should I talk in like an NPR voice? Today on NPR, this is All Things Considered. Pseudo, hey! Yeah, welcome to my Frasier show. I'm in my Frasier era now. This is the set for my advice show. All right, let me... Now, so I need to adjust my transparent overlay, so now OBS will hear that too. Okay. One second.
Bạn em
Joe, oh my God, Joe. Okay. Also, did you hear the audio? I was adjusting the alert so audio got captured. Okay, cool. Oh, you want Scottish? Okay. What is it for 5 minutes? How many minutes is this channel point reward? Scottish is one of my poor accents. 5, okay. Scottish. So Scottish. Also, just fair warning. I've been watching a lot of Australian and New Zealand television, so everything kind of descends into Australian or New Zealand. Scottish. I'll just do Scrooge McDuck. Smarter than the Smarties. Oh. My Scottish is so bad. I am not good at the Scottish. I'm slightly better at the English. Oh, okay. This is donkey. Yeah, I guess I'll do a mix of Shrek and my Scottish donkey. So our first question is from. That's more English. Whatever. First question. Oh, this is ogres are like oh. I have my head on my mic. This is a professional advice show. First question. Oh God, Joe. Joe. Scottish. Get off me swamp. Yeah, I'm floundering here. Haggis. Or I could just do mumbly. Yeah, let's go. Right. Or I could. Oh, groundskeeper Willie Scottish. Get out me shed. No, I don't know. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Oh, fuck England. Andy Murray. Andy Murray. David Tennant playing Doctor. Well, David Tennant is Scottish, but when he plays the Doctor, He does it with an English accent. I do know a wee bit of Scottish characters. Karen Gillan. Karen Gillan is Scottish. Oh, I feel like I'm kind of easing into the accent a bit here. Oh, see, got a little bit Kiwi there. Oh, no, it's going into Kiwi. Oh, crap. Crap. A wee bit of Scottish. Oh, thank you. Aberdeen. Glasgow. Loch Ness Monster. Nessie. I should probably get into the questions soon. I can't sound like it's Scottish. I could say Scottish. Australian. I know, Joe. Has it been 5 minutes yet? Oh, God. That was 2:24, 25, 26. Oh, God, I still got 2 minutes. I'm going to get... First question is from a good friend. All right. This is going great. All right, I'm going to go into the questions now. That's Australian again. Oh, hello, River. Hello, River. I'm not going to talk to you in this fake accent. Hi, River. How are you? I hope you're good today. Welcome to the first episode of my advice show. I'm going to make an executive decision and stop my accent early so I can get the show underway. You're doing terrible bad, or my accent's terrible bad? I hope you're not doing terrible bad.
All right.
Thank you for the follow, River. I greatly appreciate that, and I appreciate you. All right, we're gonna get into the questions. I'll do a bit more accents later. My accent was good. Oh, thank you. I do some slightly better ones. Joe happened to pick probably the one I'm worst at. Oh, it just also clarification for any future channel point redemption for the accent one. Nothing culturally insensitive. I am a white person. Please don't. I'm not going to do anything that's insensitive. That's obvious. Maybe you pick the best. Get on me swamp donkey. A wee bit of haggis. The mole's in the morning. No, that was English. Okay, we're going to hop into the questions now. First question comes from @LifeBunny asks, what is sex? This was, of course, the first question that I was asked. And of course, it was from Life. So, hey, Cheek. Yes, you did. You showed up at a good time. You imagine if you showed up a bit earlier, I was speaking in a terrible Scottish accent too. So what is sex? I don't know how I can give advice on what is sex, but what is sex? Well, I remember correctly from when I was a wee little lad. I remember someone told me that sex is when two people kiss each other naked. That is sex. Okay, next question. No. Sex is when two people, they don't even have to like each other. I mean, they could hate each other. They could not know each other. They could be total strangers. If you're really going deep here with the different kinds of, they don't have to be in the same room, They could just be texting. Bumping uglies. What's the thing where they're like in a car in a park? Is that dogging? Is that a thing, Joe? But yes, sex. Sex is when two people. Actually, it could be more than two people. It could be many people. Wow, it's really hard to define what sex is, isn't it? My advice to anyone on this: don't try to define. Well, maybe you should try to define sex. It is important to define boundaries with your partner or partners. Wow, this is a really complex question. The more I think about it. I also remember a little tangent. I remember when I was a kid, I had a children's book about, explaining what sex was. And of course, I was just like, oh, these people are naked in the book. Oh man, I came here to not think about sex. Have a good day. I'll be back another day. You seem cool. Oh, I'm so sorry, River. This was literally the only question about this. Yes, please come back, or you can even come back in like 10 minutes and I won't be talking about this. I'm so sorry. But I had a book, teaching children about, the birds and the bees, and I just remember, oh, these cartoon characters are naked and they have just giant bushes because if it was of, that era. Again, there's nothing wrong with having hair down there. That's completely fine. But yeah, the first reaction for me was just like, boobies. But what is sex? My eye is doing a wonky thing right now. There we go. What is sex? Sex is... That's what it is. Sex is all around us. Sex is what brings the world together. Like music and food. Look to your left, look to your right. One of those things is sex. Honestly, like you talk to like a teenage boy, that's true. They look at anything, they're gonna think about sex. That's just true. You don't see any sex around you? Is this sex? Okay, to be clear, I don't know if this is sex. I don't know. Are we all consenting to this? Well, yes, you are. You're all here. Wow. Life really dug a hole for me with this question, didn't she? But I am also the one that put it first in the list. Wowie zowie. So, this is an advice show. I should probably get advice on this. What's my advice? My advice for what is sex is to Google it. Turn your safe search off and Google it. See what you get. Could be kind of fun. Do you think there's sex ed porns? That must be a thing, right? Actually, it is good. But actually, I don't know about Google. Imagine the AI response. Actually, I'm going to do it right now. I want to see what the terrible Google AI tells me this. What is sex? This sentence is wild, y'all. Okay, the AI overview at the top of this Google search for what is sex. I'm going to do a voice for it. Sex is a multidimensional biological construct that includes anatomy, physiology, genetics, and hormones. So that's what sex is. It's often categorized as male or female, but there are variations in the biological attributes that comprise sex and how those attributes are expressed. These variations in sex characteristics are also known as intersex conditions. Well, there we go. I just liked it. From now on, I'm gonna call sex a multidimensional biological construct. I love that. What? That's like, it sounds like someone trying to be smart. Just saying big words. It is though. It is multidimensional because you can do it on top or on the bottom or from behind or the side or many different positions. So it's really multidimensional. Zing. Or in the middle. That's true. I feel like we should maybe move on from the sex question because this is just going to become a sex chat show, that's not what it is. So Life, I hope I answered your question. I feel like I've answered every possible way I could for this question. So, our next question comes from at Arena TL underscore VT. Arena asks, how do I get my shitty boss fired? Well, Arena, this is really quite simple. All you need to do is come into possession of some sort of, I'll just say, white powder. I'm not going to name names because I don't want to get banned. You just need to come into possession of that. Plant it in your boss's office. Bada bing, bada boom. That shitty boss is fired. He or she or they are fired. They're fired. They're gone. Or, let's actually like think of what other ways could you get your boss fired? You could. Ooh. How can we get Arena's boss fired? Well, we could all call into Arena's work and make complaints against their boss. Just tons of complaints of all various varieties. And then they will just go away. But I feel that shitty bosses are the worst. It's just like it's like they think they know what they're doing, but they don't. That's real words of wisdom right there. Oops. Oopsies. 1 second. I broke something. There we go. All right, I fixed it. But like, let's see. How do we get Arena's boss fired? Advice for this. Oh, well, actually, I do kind of have advice to how to deal with just a shitty boss. Just general advice just for like work in general. It's work. Yes, in this terrible capitalistic society, we need jobs to get money to live, which is a terrible system. But it's not your life. It's like, try your best to separate work life from personal life. It's like, do not, like, especially now, like, I know the work culture in general over the world, I think, is shifting more towards the better. But like, once 5 o'clock hits or whatever time hits, it's your end of the day, log off. You're done. That's what I mean. Unless I know, like, I've done something wrong. Well, not wrong. Like, I've procrastinated something that I was supposed to finish today, then I might work a little later to finish it. But it's like 5 o'clock, I'm done. I'm logging off. You know, don't like accept your boss or whatever texting you're calling you outside of work hours. Just, you have your life. You can yay, River, you're back. Yes, we're done with the previous conversation. It was month this way, which means I should have stayed on longer today, but I was like, I peace as soon as my time elapsed. No, hey, I think that's the right attitude. It's just like, not a lot of times at work, things are treated like, from like upper management or bosses or senior leadership, they're treated like it's the most important thing in the world, when it's not. It doesn't matter. If my boss messages me after work hours, that shit can wait. Yes, Maki, that is correct. And it's just like, oh, hi. Also, hi. Hi. And it's just like, nothing, like, unless like you work, it's like you're a nurse or like hospital or something like that's literally like actually, or like literally actually that is very important. That is like, I can get that. But if you just have an office job, my personal like well-being and mental health is not more important than your work. I feel like we're drifting away from Marina's question here, but it's okay. We're gonna go in and out of tangents. Especially after being told that my job, that like my team is not working hard enough, we have to work harder, which is bullshit. It's just like, don't kill yourself at work. Like, do not give it 100%, because you think by working harder and showing them that you are a good worker and you can do a lot, you think by that they're going to reward you with more money or promotion or something, but they're not. They're just going to exploit you for that. Having a bad boss is the worst for, yep, it is. If you work hard, they just try to make you work even harder. Yes, preach. So it's like, I tell new people to come into my jobs, like, do your work, efficiently, but if you're really good and get it done quickly, don't respond again immediately quick. Like, don't tell them you're done when you're done. Give it time, because if you work fast and they know you work fast, they're going to give you more work, and then you're going to be stressed by more work. So honestly, like, my advice for like dealing with like bad bosses or bad work is just like, I know this is like, it's tough to say for everyone because everyone's work situation is different, and everyone's like, especially also coming from me as a white male, I know that I am in a very privileged position where it's like I get the least amount of shit from people, and like I'm treated like the most as an equal compared to literally anyone else. So again, like, I only say this coming from my perspective. So I know some people aren't able to do these kind of things, but like, just do the work, minimal effort in your work. You get your work done, minimal effort. Do not go above and beyond, because your job will not care if you go above and beyond. For the most part. I grant, of course, there are places and jobs that will, but I'd say for the most part, do not. And like, how to get your, do not do not collect $200. Yes. But how to get the boss fired like that, I don't know. I feel like to get your boss fired, you have to like a paper. Okay, this is actually paper trails are important for showing ineptitude. So always make sure, like, if say your boss calls you for things and asks request, maybe ask them, hey, can you send me this in an email so I can have this for future reference? Like, always try to get a paper trail of any kind of ineptitude coming from someone, so you have evidence of like, hey, this person is not treating me right, or this person is asking too much from me, or this person is demanding things that are not in my job description. I think that is important. I know, and I think a lot of people, like upper management or whatever, I think they take advantage of that, and they will not want a paper trail. So they will just like delete emails or call you or be like, hey, you want to hop on a quick Google video chat or Meet chat, whatever the hell they're called now, or a quick Zoom or whatever. So I think it's important to get everything in writing. Then again, like I said, white male here, I do not like the things I've heard from some of my like female coworkers, especially like female coworkers of color. Like, the way they are treated compared to me is just, it like really made me just sad and mad. Some of the things that were being said to them. The amount of times I've had a colleague not want something in writing is unreal and demand that it is, or we don't go to yeah, correct. It's like, you need it in writing. So I don't know if I've answered your question, Arena, on how to get your boss fired besides the white powder suggestion, because that definitely will get them fired, as long as you're good at hiding your tracks. I remember once my old boss called me last minute on my day off, then told me off because I was late. I rechecked the schedule to make sure, and yes, I was off. Yeah. Hey, that's like a classic like shitty boss Reddit story right there. Like, they get to like boss level and they think they're gods, and it's like, oh, no, don't get me started on how salaries have not gone up since like COVID, but everything else has gotten more expensive. Then this is just gonna turn into a totally different show. Gonna turn into a rant show. But Arena, I really do sincerely hope that your boss situation gets better. So I just think, like, if you can't get them fired, just like do the minimal effort without getting you yourself fired. Try not to let it stress you out. Don't work extra. Definitely don't work on weekends. Because there's like some people in my job because they're, passionate about the job. And for me, it's just my job. But it's like, don't compare me to those people. Just, hey, I hope things get better for you, Irina. I'm sorry. No, I'm not going to apologize. I hope I helped a little bit. But yeah, I think let's move on to the next question. Next question comes from, then we're going to completely 360 or 180 here. Comes from @Ruby Apologies if I'm mispronouncing your name. How do I turn my flesh form? How do I turn my flesh form to mirror my screen self? I don't like not having fluffy ears IRL. And then this is Ruby's screen form. Ruby. Well, what you can do is devote your life to experimental science. Devote yourself to some experimental science on like human genomes or DNA, and just dedicate your entire life to that. Like Jurassic Park kind of the shit out of this to see how you yourself can grow fluffy cat ears. I do know there is a thing that like old people can grow horns. It's actually not a good, I think it's like some form of cancer. It's actually not a pleasant thing. So maybe don't go that route. Yeah. Google it. I'm not gonna put it, or don't Google it, because it's kind of I'm not gonna put it on screen because it's a little my friend who's 28 was growing a horn. And I get, so that young people too. I thought it was just like an old people thing. Yeah. People can grow horns, but they're like not good. They're like they're not a good thing. It sounds cool, but they're not good. But Ruby, you dedicate yourself to like well, no. I feel like advocating for gene editing is not the way to go. I keep suggesting bad things here. Okay, don't do that. Because Ruby, I trust you're a good person, Ruby, but I don't know you. So I'm not going to suggest something that could go wildly unethical. Besides gene editing, genome mapping and all this kind of stuff, let's see, how can we have you reflect your screen form self? Well, I think there's actually quite an easy solution. You can get some red contacts, and you can just get a pair of like cat ear headband, like a headband. You can get a pair of cat ear head. Oh my god, y'all! I think I just broke. I think my brain snapped for a second. You can get a pair of You can get a cat ear headband. Cat ear headband. You know what I'm trying to say. You can get that, like the Mickey ones, but they're just cat ears. And that will mean then you'll just get it. You'll have it. You'll have your screen form self. I know that is not good enough. I know. Okay. Wait. Okay. Once again, you dedicate yourself to science. You become really good at sciencing and building things, and you make yourself a teleportation machine, like in The Fly. And you put you. Oh no, that's gonna ruin a cat. I don't want to ruin an actual cat. All right, scratch that idea. We're not gonna. There will be no animal harm or abuse in this advice. No. Nope. You can get contact lenses for the eyes too. Get cat-eye contact lenses. All right. You could get whiskers tattooed onto your face. I know people these days like getting freckles tattooed on. You can get whiskers. But the ears. How do we get like ears. You can also get whisker piercings. Yeah. Well, there are also those people. What they're called, like, what are they called, like dermals or something, where people like do actually get like horns, kind of like, I almost said installed. They get them, put into their heads or whatever. So like, I mean, there are things you can. I mean, I don't think you could get something quite as big as cat ears surgically, attached to you like that. Well, actually, you probably could. You could do the Deadpool approach, just staple some things to your head. I feel like there actually are a lot of quite like actual obtainable methods for you to obtain this form. Like I feel like you could very easily, like VTube like this, if you're a VTuber. Hey Hunty, how you doing? They do require effort and money. Less effort than gene editing or fly machining. But you could like VTube, and then you can also, if you have all the getup, you could also like flesh tube as your character, but still be in disguise. If you have makeup on and stuff. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like we can get you there, Ruby. I feel like we can get you there. Or I mean, honestly, if you find someone who does cosplay, like makes cosplay, like you could. Like, oh, thank you for the sub, Hunty. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. But if you find someone who does like cosplay, you get someone to probably make you some really good. Yeah, you gotta get that badge. Gotta have my pops. You can get someone who like could make you actually like really nice cosplay cat ears. Like that's definitely a more expensive option, but they could actually be like really nice. And like they could last you for like a long time, and I think that could be a really nice thing for you. And that was a weird way to. I think this could be a bright future for you, Ruby. I think it could. No, but yeah, I think you got this, Ruby. Yeah, go be your cat self. Just do it. Okay, everyone. Y'all, I gotta go to the bathroom real bad. I will be right back. So we're gonna take a very quick commercial break, and I will be right back. Like really, like give me like 1 minute. I am back. I have returned. Oh, I feel so much better now. Yeah, well, thank you for your question, Ruby. Next up, Joe, it's your turn. Next question comes from @GourmetJoe_VT. Joe asks, I'm in good shape and I never skip leg day, but how would you advise I get shredded? Second question, what do you think is a really good way to motivate myself? These are actually really good questions, and I think I can actually give like actual real advice on these. So how do you get shredded? Well, first you have to land a role in a Marvel movie, and then get a personal trainer to just train you 24/7, and you have to eat nothing but like boiled chicken. And that's how you get shredded. And also steroids. No, but for real, like, I mean, I'm not shredded. I'll say I'm in good shape, I guess, compared to like, we'll say the average American. And I don't want to shit on my fellow Americans. I know we are, shit on for not being the healthiest bunch, but I think that's a little mean. And a lot of people, okay, I'm really diverging from the topic here. But how to get into like really good shape? Yeah, same. You want to get jacked. Well, it's really, I think, discipline. Like you have to stay disciplined. You have to make like your workout like a routine that you get to every day, every other day, whatever, like 4 or 5 times a week. You have to just like, you got to make sure you get it as a routine. And I think that's especially important for people like me with like ADHD. Like getting something that is a routine makes it much easier to actually do things. Once you make it, or I say a habit, you should make it a habit. But then I would also warn, which I think, trigger warning to anyone about like kind of fitness or anything. I'm not going to go like too deep in this, but like it is very easy to become like obsessed with fitness and working out and like food intake. And that's really something you have to like try to avoid. Like don't kill yourself over like that you're not getting shredded or you're not losing weight. Because I mean, I fall into this trap like all the time too, and sometimes it is hard to get out of it. But like, just try your best not to fall into that trap. Just like, don't kill yourself. So like, if one day you just like you don't feel like it, and you just want, like, I want a donut today, go get a fucking donut. You know, man. It's not going to be the end of the world. You just get back on the horse tomorrow. Yeah, so my routine now is that I do my love hit, training 5 times a week, and it lasts 45 minutes. I love it. Very similar to what I do. My problem is I struggle when it comes to actually building like big bulging muscles. People do get addicted to exercise. No, yeah, it's very true. I eat enough protein, but I just don't know why my body doesn't stack it. Yeah, that's tough because I've never been into like I much more want to be like the lean muscular kind of thing. But like getting big muscles, I feel like to actually get like the muscles, I feel like you have to move away from the hit and do more just bodybuilding, just weightlifting for a while to really get the gains. And then you can switch back to the hit to cut it down to get that more shredded look. Again, I'm not a scientist, so I don't know if that's correct, but my legs are massive, just not everywhere else. I get that too. Like I don't have massive legs, but my legs have always been like on the bigger side, especially my thighs. Let's see if you can hear me. My big beefy thighs. Because as a kid, I did like karate, and I played hockey like for much of my life, and like I'm a goalie, so like a lot of it is squatting down into the thighs. So I've always had big old thighs. You did karate and boxing, Joe? We're doing too many of the same things. What kind of karate did you do, Joe? I did Kempo karate. I was a 3rd degree junior black belt. Just saying. Thick thighs do save lives, Chica. You are correct. Taekwondo. Nice. Cool. I started with a kata-based karate. But moved on to the full contact. Nice. That's cool. Nice. Yeah, I stopped doing Kempo karate like I was young. I think I stopped when I was in 6th grade. I don't know what year that converts to your Scottish schooling. I don't know what year. 5th year, 6th year? I don't know. Taking your A levels over there. I didn't like kata because it didn't have any real life application. Oh, that makes sense. But yeah, it's always good to like do things for like real life stuff. It was more geared towards the dancing side of it. Oh, like what is what's the almost said capybara, but that's not the Brazilian thing. That's the big rodent. What's the Brazilian martial arts? What chat? What is it? Someone help me. It's not the big rodent that I just said. Capoeira? Capoeira. Okay, yeah, so I was close. I just wasn't quite right. Okay, yeah. But yeah, I think, Joe, to get like shredded, I think first you have to start bulking. Like I think you need to bulk some of those muscles on first with just focusing on weights. And then you can focus then back on like the hit stuff and the cutting down. Yeah, it does sound like capybara. And the second question, what do you think is a really good way to motivate myself? That's a great question too. Because like for me, I've said this before, I'm a child. I reward myself with things. Like one second, I have a sip of water here. When I have to when I like brain broke again. When I finish a goal, like a really big goal, I reward myself with One Piece cards because I have like a whole stash of One Piece cards I've saved up. So like, I think you need to find like a reward system. You need to find something like you like that you really like, and like when you finish a workout goal or something, you reward yourself with this thing. But you have to be good about not just giving that thing. Am I married, River? That's a secret. Yeah, stickers. When I actually use stickers too. I have like one of those Japanese daily planner things, and on days when I kind of get all my tasks done, I give myself a little sticker. And it's just like it's a fun little thing. So I think like to keep yourself motivated, it's like I think it also goes into like not being too hard on yourself. Because if you're too hard on yourself, even if you've done like a really awesome job, you're gonna think you didn't. I'm giving all this advice that I should really listen to too, because I do all these things. I used to give one of my exes gold star stickers for chores. That's funny. I remember in elementary school when we did good things, for some reason the teacher gave us little blocks that we would stack up. And I think if we got like 10 blocks, we would get like a candy bar or something. I don't know. I don't remember. But I think like, I think also important. I think important for like your diet, like you need to give yourself a cheat day. It's also that's like important for your metabolism too, and important I think for your mental health. To at least have one day where you can just be like, not kill yourself about what you eat. You know, go eat some fried Mars bars or other Scottish things. I'm just gonna keep giving you Scottish things, Joe. Now that you told me you're Scottish, I'm not gonna stop. You have a cheat day on Friday? Nice. So yeah, I feel like you're almost there, Joe. It's just I think it's also just really hard to get like, you know, like movie star shredded when you don't have like a dedicated team behind you or you're not being paid millions of dollars to get shredded. I think it's hard. Because it sounds like you're on the right track. Like you work out consistently. It sounds like you have a pretty good diet. You drink green tea even though you don't like it. I think just motivate yourself. Reward yourself. You find something that you really want, like One Piece cards, or maybe like a video game you really want. And if you do like a month or something of really good working out, or you make goal progress towards like a weight or muscles or something like like a lifting weight amount, reward yourself with something. I think it's important to still like you have to, even though it sounds childish, you have to treat yourself. You gotta treat yourself to nice things. Wait, what? Joe, stop it. Stop, Joe. No. You're gonna make Valak cry. Stop buying me things unless it's an Aston Martin. Those will go into my reward stash. Okay, I guess Joe. What's your general like diet, Joe? Like what kind of the foods do you eat? Like you don't have to give me everything. Like what are the things you eat the most throughout the day? Like for breakfast, lunch, dinner. It's a good opportunity for me to have some water. Fruit and fiber for breakfast. That's good. I need to eat more fruit. I'm weird. I just don't like eating fruit. I don't like raw dog and fruit. I typically eat an omelet at lunch with spinach. Nice. Nice. I don't eat bread or pasta or anything. Oh, God, you're better than me, Joe. Bread is I love bread. Oh, I love bread. I love bread. Some bread and butter. Some garlic bread. Oh, it's the good shit, Joe. And for dinner, I'll eat a combo of turkey and broccoli. I mean, you sound like you're like, all I eat is bread and pasta. As famously quoted in Scott Pilgrim, bread makes you fat? Eat bread. Everyone should eat bread. The irony of, I heckin' hate broccoli, but I eat it every day. Yeah, I'm not a broccoli fan. But yeah, seriously, Joe, I feel like you're fucking killing it, man. Just keep it up. I think just keep it up. And I think you got this. I'm gonna be honest here, Joe. I'm proud of you. I'm really proud of you for kind of your fitness journey right now. I'm really proud of you, dude. Keep it up. I think a good way to motivate yourself is to create a rival in your head who works slightly harder than you and try to beat them. I think that's good. I think that's a good kind of fun mentality to have. Do that have me leap? All right, now Joe, I am going to say something. People make fun of us over here for our imperial system. But what the fuck is a stone? What's a stone, Joe? The fuck is a stone? About 14 pounds? Oh, right. What a weird measurement. Yeah, I'm American. Born raised. But I'm one of no, I wasn't. I was gonna say one of the good ones. No, we all there. We have everyone. Every country has problems. But yeah, I'm an American. I thought stones meant money. Pound. A pound is a money, or sterling is the. They use that over there in the United Kingdom. And hell yeah, America. Um, UK's weird. Like you use the metric system, but then you also have stone. But then you also measure like in miles and miles per hour instead of kilometers, right? It's like you're a whole hodgepodge of systems. Going sorry on the temperature. Okay, I will get you like Celsius makes like a lot of sense. But my friend, me and my friend were talking. Like she had lived in Japan for a while, and she actually brought up a great point about like Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit is a really good temperature system to gauge like how it feels outside. Like if it's like 32 degrees Celsius out, I'm like okay, but if it's 99 degrees Fahrenheit, I know that's fucking hot. Like I know that's hot. Oh my god, Himiko. Oh my god, what? Cheap viewers. Oh my god. Wow. Oh wow. Wow. Where are you? Oh no. And oh, bye bye. We'll never know. We'll never know how cheap. We'll never know. Whoa, River, it is 102 where you are? Damn. But yeah, I mean, I think Fahrenheit, as much as it really doesn't make sense for like science purposes or like things like that, it's a great temperature for how it feels out. If it's freezing out, it's 0. It's fucking cold. It was around 120. Do you live in Death Valley, River? Or I don't want you to dox yourself where you live, but I get a vibe you live in that kind of geographical kind of area. You live in the desert of Coachella. Yeah, yeah, it's a desert. Um, yeah, man, but it's you live it. Yeah, River lives at Coachella all the time. Coachella's a city. I didn't actually know it was a city. That's the dumb American in me coming out. I just thought it was like a festival. Well, I mean, obviously it takes place Coachella Valley. Your neighbors are so loud. I think the hottest weather I've ever been in. We'll get back to the. We have one more question left. After we talk about. I think the hottest I've ever been is I went to. I was in Vegas once. Well, I was more driving through Vegas. I had to land in Vegas and drive to somewhere else. And it was like in the car. The car said it was like 115 out or 110. Yeah, that desert heat is no joke. 57 for yeah. Oh, that's quite a cool day for you. Uh, we're hitting the end of summer, so it's like the weather where I'm at. It's actually been pretty good lately. Pretty damn nice. We had like I don't know for my other Americans here. Especially in the East Coast here, the Northeast, we had like 1 month where it was just dreadful. It was just so hot. Oh my god, it was like mid 90s like for 3 weeks. It was terrible. But we be a big country, so we have lots of different weathers. A lot of people really don't understand how big this country is. We're real big. Um, but yeah. It's usually pretty cold the way I like it. Scotland doesn't get yeah. When I think Scotland, I don't think of beach weather. I think of gloomy 50s. That's kind of what I think of. Nothing wrong with that. You forget how big it is too? No, yeah. It's like I was watching something the other day and I'm like, I get so jealous of Europeans. They're like, yeah, I went to Italy, last week, or I took the train down to France, or I visited 3 countries last week. And it's like, fuck, I can't afford to fly to fucking Florida. Like for Americans to travel like in country flying, it's so expensive. Like, my God, even cheap trips, it's so much money. So like, forget about like flying international for us. It's so much. It sucks. And then we get shit on for not traveling places. Like, yo, it's really expensive here. It was really big. Also, I mean, when you think about it, the United States is pretty much like the European Union. Like, the states are like their own countries. Each state has their own constitution, has their own laws, has their own governments. Like, laws change from states to states. Like, you have a license to drive in one state. That's not like it still works in the other state, but it's like, it's not a legal license. You know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. It's crazy. Things are crazy. And yes, we broke. I'm still sad the UK left European. Oh man, I know. What a bonehead decision. Yeah, no, I know. Scotland did not want that. Like, after that happened, I was like, give Scotland their independence if that's what you want. I don't know if you want that because, like, y'all did not want that in Scotland in the slightest. And I don't blame you. What a dumb decision. Yeah, because, like, aren't like imports and exports like way more tricky now for the UK since you're not part of the EU? Like, I'm assuming like stuff like that. Yeah. Then just everything else skyrocketing price. I feel on that one. Everything. It's too dang expensive these days, y'all. All right, we're gonna move on to the last question from our good friend Pon Pon. I don't think Pon Pon's here with us today, but I don't blame Pon Pon because I think it's much later in the day for her. Pon Pon asked, most of these questions are just general questions, so this is more of a chat kind of thing. At Tito Tato Lesbian, or Pon Pon, asks, my experience about being a Vroid model. Why did I pick it? Or why did you pick it? Or was it just my related if you made it yourself? Non-serious note, what is your top tier list of One Piece women? Choice question right there. And do you want streaming to be your career or a side thing? All great questions. So the Vroid model. I went with Vroid because it's free and it was much easier for me to make as opposed to a live 2D model. Like, I wanted, like, this is actually kind of my second model. There's like a 1.5 version. You see him in the opening. Like, that's that's my original me. I don't have a picture, right? 1 second. Let me see if I can get a quick pickup. Boop, 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 boop. VTuber asset folder. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you, little me? God, I need to organize my files better. You'd think for a graphic designer I'd have good organization skills. But I don't. I truly don't. We'll just do this one. Okay. Well, this is a picture of old me. Pseudo, welcome back. There. This is old me. You see him in the opening, in my intro opening briefly. That's old me. I look so pale. I think it's just because I have different lighting on right here. But as you can see, I've always kept on brand with my CMYK. But my hair's better now. Wait, I had changed my model to this because I wanted, like, I was like, maybe people will see like my thumbnail and think I'm a girl and click in to try to get, you know, those horny views. It never really worked, but you know. So yeah, I went with VRoid because it's free. That program to use it was actually like quite easy to make. I actually have a question if you don't mind me asking. Are you able to move your arms? I can. It's just, it's very wonky. Let me see if I can turn it on. 1 second. Boop, 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 boop. Does it have arm tracking? Oh, 1 second. I don't. Oh, yeah. Oh, crap. Where'd it go? I don't know if this. I don't know if this particular program I'm using has arm tracking, but I can do it. It's just wonky as hell. What tracking do you use? I currently use one that has full body with just one. I'm using Kaleido Face. It's tough for me to, because I'm on a Mac, and a lot of the tracking software for 3D models isn't compatible with Mac. So it's annoying because also, like, it's also very annoying. Like, I get it, Macs and, you know, Windows, different, like, different software, hardware structures, yada yada yada. But like, I have a Mac Studio. Like, it's a very powerful computer. Like, I can run Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere all at the same time in design. Like, I can run everything at once. The one I use, what do you use? Give me the names so I can check it out. Webcam motion capture. It's in beta. Thank you, River. Or Pseudo, sorry. Thank you, Pseudo. Dude, I was looking at chat and didn't see you. Yeah, send it to me on Twitter. Thanks, Pseudo. But yeah, I also went with VRX was free. I designed this character myself because it's free. And since, like, I am an artist, I haven't really drawn a lot recently, but like, I know basic design. So like, I designed my t-shirt. I've designed pretty much everything you see, not the chat overlay. But like, my background, like, I designed this background. I did the opening. Wrong thing. I did that. Like, I made, you know, the opening for this show. So I make most of my assets because, like, one, money, and two, just like, I enjoy making things. Thank you for the compliment. But then, like, I have gotten a few commissions off Skeb for things like the illustration on my Be Right Back screen. I love that. It's so good, from Danchi 97, right? 1 second. Danchi 1997. Oh, love their work. It's so fun. So that's why I went with VRoid for now. I really do want a live 2D model. Just because, like, using like VTube Studio, collabing with other VTubers, you just kind of can do a bit more fun things easier. And I feel I can get really just cool with the design if I commission it. Booth is great. Yes, Booth is great. Yeah, I got like all these hair designs I got from Booth, this cardigan I got from Booth, these earrings I got from Booth. Then I just, tweaked and edited everything. No, I agree. Booth is really great, and there's a lot of free things on there too, and a lot of things really cheap or cheap things. Anything that I want to work on. Well, I do there besides this show. I do have one show idea that I really want to do, and I want to make an opening for that. I want to make all new, like, kind of overlay assets for it, because it's like I've told Maki about this show, Maki, and also I think I told Lythe about this show. I'll just tell you now. I mean, it's just an idea. I mean, I'm gonna do eventually. I don't care about spoilers. It's whatever. I want to do a debate show, like like it has the vibe of a very serious debate show between either two VTubers, two Flash people, whatever, just two of my friends. And like, I want the vibe to be like serious debate show, but then also like crossed with like a between two ferns kind of adult swimmy vibe. And it's like serious debate show, but the topics are like, who is the best waifu, or like, what's the best anime opening, just like really like dumb things like that. So that is something, that's what I want to work on next. Also, I need to work on my lore. Like, my lore is very loosey goosey right now, so I need to work on that. I have like all stuff in my head. I just got to do it. Mostly world building. I like world building, so I like a lot of that. We'll finish the show with the One Piece question. But do I want streaming to be a career or a side? I think that's actually a really good question. I think it'd be great to have it as a career, but I would need to continue, like, I mean, I'm going to continue, but like, as I keep growing, I need to see how much like I like it, and how much like having a larger audience like affects me, or how much it affects how I enjoy streaming and stuff like that. And if it like I continue to like it and continue to want to keep doing it, yeah, I think I'd love to have it as a career. I mean, I'm not going to say no to having like an Iron Mouse level kind of fame. Like, I'm not going to say no to that. But I feel like in the immediate future, I think it'd be great just as a side thing where I can just get some expendable income each month alongside my full-time job. Just because, like, expensive to live, so more money is good. And if I don't have to kill myself doing it, so if I can stick to my 2 to 3 streams a week, hour and a half to 3, maybe at most hour streams, just chilling with y'all, I think I could be completely fine with that. If that's as far as I go, like if I hit a peak and I'm still having fun, I'll stay at that peak. It's all good. I think like my therapist, I talked to my therapist, like, it's important you need to have fun with it. Like, don't go into it being like, oh, I didn't make money again. You can't think about it as a money thing, like, at this stage, just because that's gonna make it not fun. Of course I did. Y'all, it's like, for me, oh, thanks, Joe. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like, I streamed for about a year to like pretty much no one, y'all. Like, I mean, like, I was very close to just wanting to quit, probably like in May or June this year, because my average viewer count was like below 1. Like, it was just bad. And like, streaming to no one is rough. Although I think funny, it's like I did become very good at talking to myself and keeping up conversation with myself. So I feel like now I have to work on talking to actual people. So it's like a new skill I have to learn. But so yeah, like, it was really rough. And like, I didn't know if I wanted to keep going, but then like I did kind of grind for like a month and a half, 2 months, like networking on Twitter, like during my workday. I was like doing my full-time job, then also kind of full-time jobbing networking. I was being an annoying little git on Twitter. Is a cat masquerading as a person? Yes, I'm a people person. But yeah, I mean, I think if this turns out to be a career, that'd be great. I'm not putting all my eggs into one basket though, because I'm in my 30s and I'm not stupid. I mean, also like, I also am gonna like start looking for new jobs because my job has been terrible lately. But I'm also not stupid enough to quit, so I know how insanely hard it is, especially like in my field and like in the States right now. It's so hard to get a job. It's so hard. So I'm not stupid. All right, I think we're gonna finish the show off with my kind of list of One Piece women. Wow, that sounds. I'm just listing women. We're doing this in a respectful way. Well, as respectful as we can for Oda's women. I mean, okay. Well, I mean, number one. Actually, let me see. One Piece. Let me see if I have a site. Oh, I do. One second. What? 1 sec. Oh, sorry. I thought I heard a noise, but it was nothing. Okay. Let me share my tab. Oh, I gotta add a source. Wrong thing. Please hold. I'm struggling right now. Please hold. Please hold. Ah, that's big. That's too big. Too big. Sorry, Roz. I have to cover you up. All right. Wait, where did I? Oh, there it is. My women list. Okay. Okay. My favorite female characters from One Piece. There we go. That sounds less problematic. I mean, number one, it's obvious. My number one. Wait, where'd she go? Why isn't she on here? It's Nami. Why isn't Nami on this list? Where's Nami? Where's Nami? Okay, well, it's Nami. Nope. Number one is Nami. Number one will always be Nami. Nami one is my waifu. I love Nami. Number two, Nico Robin. I love Nico Robin. I think she's great. Nico Robin's great. I love Nico Robin. She's like, I mean, her post time skip look is same thing with Nami. I think I prefer their pre time skip looks. I mean, this is classic Nico Robin. Vivi, I like Vivi. I mean, I don't know if Vivi's in like my top, but I do like Vivi. I think probably number three is Uta. I love Uta so much. That's because like I really love Ado. I went to see Ado in concert. You jealous people? I know Maki is. I love Ado, so therefore I love Uta. Um, Uta's probably my number 3. Let's see, number 4. Ooh, probably is it Boa? Why isn't Boa on here? I love Boa. Boa's very good. Um, Boa's just great. I love her. I love how she's just like, like I don't know what my head's doing right now, but just looking down on people. Oh, that hurt my neck. I love Boa. Boa's great. I'm not really gonna rank these. I'm gonna kind of tell you the ones I really like. Perona. I really like Perona. I think Perona is so like just cute. I love Perona's style so much. Like that just kind of like goth Lolita look. I love Perona. Perona is just, she's great. I love her little ghost. I love her like umbrella. I love Perona. Oh my god. Although, hmm. Question. Yamato is not, would not be considered a female One Piece character, correct? I usually refer to them I usually do they them for Yamato. Because I know they identify as, yeah. So yeah, I do love Yamato, but I'm not gonna consider Yamato a female One Piece character. Um, come at me, Reddit. I don't care. I'm respectful. Ooh, you said Miss Valentine. What does Miss Valentine look like? I always completely forget. Why is? No, yeah, Oda made it very obvious in it. Like I think we talked about before, like Oda actually like really improved with kind of his representation in the Wano arc. Like he like really like upped his kind of game with representation. See, who else do I like? What other female characters do I like? Koala. I like Koala. Well, Vivi. We talked about Vivi. I love Vivi. I'm very excited for Vivi. Or sorry, I say Miss All Wednesday coming up in season 2 of the live action. Carrot, yes, Carrot. How can I forget about Carrot? I love Carrot. Carrot's great. Carrot. I love Carrot. Pudding. Pudding's great. I love Pudding. Where are you? So many Charlottes. Oh god. I love Pudding. I love Pudding's arc in the Whole Cake Island arc. I love it so much. Pudding's great. I want a what's that game called? The Toreba Crane game. I used to do that on my phone. I got a Pudding figure once. It's in my case. Um hmm. I mean like Big Mom. Big Mom's a great character. She's a great villain. Um no, yeah, those mobile crane games are tough. Like I only ever used free place. I don't think I ever spent a dime on that game. Oh, I really liked Monet's design. I thought Monet looked really cool. Monet is such a cool design. I was really bummed that we didn't get more Monet. I really like Monet. No, yeah, her exit was like really brutal. Oh, who's the? Oh god, what's her name? The little girl in Wano. Crap, what's her name? Help me out here, chat. Oh my god, what is her name? I like her too. She's so fun. One second. Not Toko. Tama. Tama. I love Tama. Tama's so fun. Tama. I like Tama a lot. She was a really fun character. Oh, Rebecca. Pink hair variant Nami. She's fun. um Miss Father's Day? I don't remember this character. So many characters in One Piece. Oh. The Skypea one. The Skypean. Oh, she was in the bell tower? The Shandoran woman. And Rocky or Reiki? I liked her. She was fun. Cool character. But like top five are. We can close this down. Top five are Nami, Nico Robin. Oh yeah, no, yeah, she's cool too. She's cool too. Nami, Nico Robin, Boa, Uta. Who else? Who's like my who's maybe Vivi? I think I'll probably go with Vivi. Like all classic ones that have been there for a long time. Hi, Life. You'll have to catch your question on the VOD. I answered yours first. It was a question. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well, Life. I mean, it wasn't bad. It's just. Oh, okay. I will. I will give you one part of the question because I did ask Google. River, if you're still here, you can mute me for a little bit if you don't want to listen to this. I did ask Google, what is sex? And I wanted to read the AI description. So the first line in that is, sex is a multidimensional biological construct that includes anatomy, physiology, genetics, and hormones. So there you go. But yeah, definitely, catch the VOD, clip it. I'm also going to be tossing this segment up on the YouTube. So yeah, there'll be plenty of places for you to watch. Yeah, no, it's like, all right, Google. Cool. But yeah, Pon, I hope I answered all your questions. Yeah, that was the last question. That was it. That was the first episode of the currently untitled Valak advice show. What should I call this show? Here, chat. Let's workshop some names while we're here. What should this show be called? Or should just always be called the Untitled Phallic Advice Show? My chat is lagged badly? No. My chat. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the layout compliment. Pon, you just missed your question. We wrapped up the show with you. You'll have to catch it on the VOD. Oh, the timing from both Lythe and Pon Pon, so unfortunate. Oh, Late Night with Valak is good. Pon Pon, I will just tell you, my number One Piece is women is pretty much, it's like Nami, Nico, Robin, Boa, Uta, and Vivi. I think I said in my top 5. Well, thank you, Joe. I did give good answers. Late Night with Valak is good. Valak talk. Valak talks back. Talk back, Valak. Valak chat. Valak, Valak. Valak tonight. This afternoon. I'll put out like a poll or something on Twitter too. Because Lythe, you've like, you come up I think with a few names for me. Like you came up with Inkies for my followers. You're all Inkies thanks to Lythe. So Lythe has good name suggestions. Valak tonight. What Valak will say tonight. Maybe one day I'll even get my own house band. Wouldn't that be fun? I'm not gonna get a house band. Valak ballot? I do. All my polls from now on will be called Valak ballots. Lythe, you've done it again. You've done it again, Lythe. You are good at branding. You're good at branding. I feel like me and you make a good branding team. We're a dynamic branding duo. Oh, chat, I hate to end it here when both Lythe and Pon Pon come in, but I have to go to the bathroom again. And also my voice is starting to really go. My throat's starting to hurt a lot. But I mean, thank you everyone. I do like yapping with Valak. That's fun too. Yap back, Valak yap, yapping. My throat hurts with Valak. That's a good one. That's good too. Y'all are so creative. Joe, why couldn't you let me do a southern accent earlier? I can do that real easy, real good like. Joe made me try to do a Scottish accent earlier. It was terrible. I did terrible with it. This was fun, everyone. I think this was a successful pilot episode. Valak Vaps. Oh, Valak Yaps. Valak Vaps is fun too, although that's too close to vapes. No vaping. Valak Yaps. That's good. I'm gonna put out a poll with all these suggestions. Or sorry, I'm gonna put out a Valak ballot. Everything I do will be branded. I will be the branding king. Oh, I feel like we can leave the set now. Well, let's go back to the main stage to wrap this up.